Hey guys, gonna get started here in just a minute. Give everyone some time to hop on. Start in just about a minute here. All right, we'll go ahead and get started, guys. First of all, happy Sunday. A couple weeks into the new year. If any of you guys had a New Year's resolution, hopefully you've still, kept on going with it. Because obviously most people give up in the first, like 10, 15 days. So real quick, guys, probably have a pretty quick webinar today, probably about 10, 15 minutes, but just going to kind of talk about, some basic things, just kind of reiterating some points here and just talk about, what we've seen some success with here in Arizona recently, and what we're kind of doing. So, looking back to the basics, all of us, everyone on here being silver and above in the business, okay, we have to continuously be remembering what it was like to be brand new in the business. Because it's easy to, once you've been involved for a couple, weeks, months, and eventually years, to, just like be thinking at an entirely different point of view. So we really have to looking, what got us from where we were when we started to where we are right now is the things that we have to continuously keep doing even to this day. So looking back at the list that we originally had created, back at the beginning, okay, and always be growing and maintaining a list of people. Because the thing is, your list isn't people you're going to hit up all in, the same day. My list, for example, is, I'm adding people that I meet continuously over, the weeks, months I go by, adding them to the list. And it may not even be somebody I'm going to talk to and, today, tomorrow, next week, but say next month, I'm talking to that person and they're, just giving me a huge need that I could help them with Vimo with. That's where I can instill this with them. And it's also going to help you, remember people to follow up with. If you had, say you introduced somebody or you're wanting to introduce somebody and it, they went out of town or, both schedules got busy, a month goes by and you could totally forget about them. That's why you have to have that list. Okay, one guy that I've been working on for almost a month now, his name is Kevin. Okay, I met with him before Christmas. We did a 2-on-1 with me, Andrew Bear, and him. After it was over, the next day actually he was going back out of town because he's not from in our area in Arizona. So he went back home for the holidays for almost 3 weeks, and then he just got back. And the thing is, I actually forgot to, I just forgot that I even talked to him. And so the thing that reminded me though was having his name on my list, going back on my list and like, oh crap, he's back in town. I got to follow up and meet up with him. So working on, setting up the appointment for next week. So that's the thing you guys have to understand is, the list isn't just for, the newest people. It's to help all of us stay organized and on top of our prospects. We want to treat it like, profession. We got to keep track and set appointments and that kind of thing with our, with our prospects. So, and obviously just being needs focused, okay, not selling focused. We gotta really just pushing that within our groups of filling a need. We're trying to fill 4 different needs for people. We're trying to help people with their health. The flip book goes over the 4 things: their health, people's finances, the time, and skill set. Those are the 4 things. And it really just comes down to conversations that we're having each and every day. As you continue to have conversations with people, people are going to bring you needs, and you'll get better and better and better at finding a need as you're talking to people. but you just have to, just be focused on the other person, and, continuously telling your newest people as they get started to be need centered, finding what somebody else needs. Okay, I'll give you guys an example. Last night, my newest guy that I just got started named Seth, we went and met with one of his prospects. So we sat down and he's like, dude, the thing is with this girl is she doesn't like sales. She doesn't think she could sell anything. She doesn't think she knows people, and she doesn't really even understand what this is. So, but she thinks, she's gonna have to try and sell stuff to people. And so the thing is, what, as leaders, guys, this is just kind of like a little bit, into the works of, being able to relate with people. Okay, you got to change and tweak your presentation to around what you know about that person and make it towards and fitting them, a need for them. So we got into talking about it, and I used feel, felt, found, where she said, she's like, this, she's really, she's like, this is really cool. She's like, I'm scared because I can't sell people and stuff. And so I used feel, felt, found. I said, I know how you feel. That I kind of felt the same way. I didn't want to be selling my friends something. I didn't want to try to sell people on something. But, what I have to tell you I found was that when I was drinking the product, I naturally wanted to let my friends try it. And that's where I would just let them try the product, and they would just ask about it, and then I just related it to something that she liked. She, when we got there, she was with one of her other girlfriends, and they were talking about some like hair product or something they just got. And, I was just like, how you guys were just talking about the hair product? You didn't sell your friend on that. You were just talking about it because you liked it, right? And so it was just making things click in her head. It went from her thinking she's selling to try to convince people to her thinking about a product she already likes, her hair product that she likes, and that relates to what she's going to be doing with Vima, a product that she's liking to consume and is sharing it with people naturally. So it's just really becoming to that relatability with your prospects when you're sitting down with them, and it's just all about relating to them. And then we just talked about, we found a need for her. She was working at an assisted living home part-time. She was telling me she worked about 25 hours a week, and she said the job was okay. She was going to school. And so I was just asking her, I was like, hey, so what are some of your goals? I mean, do you want to make more money from what you make now at your job, or are you content with that? Do you want more time, or what are some of your goals? And so she talked about, she's like, I want to make more money. She's like, I don't want to keep working more and more hours, and keep doing that. I want to be able to leverage and, do something else. And so then we just kind of talked about, the concept of, how much time she could put into this. I said, just really, I use the environment we're in. We're sitting down doing a 2-on-1 presentation, running through the flip book. And I was like, this 30-minute chunk of time is work. What we're doing right now, it's around your schedule. It's very flexible. So you get to decide how much or how little you want, and you get to start building this thing up yourself. With, and I was telling her, I was like, you get to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We're here together as a team to help you. So the biggest thing that, the point I'm trying to get across here is, when you're talking to prospects, or when your team is bringing prospects to you, you have to make it 100% all about them. Ask the questions that are going to lead you into the close. That's all it is. We just kind of talked about what what her issue was. She didn't like sales. And then we led into, okay, what does she want? She wants more money. So those are the two big factors. So I focused all of my effort on talking about how she could build and make income with this that would make her happy without, feeling like she was selling this on somebody. So once we passed all of that, she was ready to go. And then, we just used the closing, said on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not interested, 10 being you're ready to go. Where are you at? She's like, I'm at a 7. She's like, can you explain the products a little bit more? Ran through the products. She ordered within the next 5 minutes after that and is ready to go. So the thing is, guys, it's very simple when you're sitting down with the prospects. I know a lot of you on here, pretty good at presenting and, with this whole process, but you just got to lead into it. Just not, none of your intentions in your head of, oh, I need to get this person started so I could cycle, or I need to get this volume so, I could hit that next rank. But you got to go in there thinking, okay, if I was in this person's shoes right now, they're telling me they don't like sales, or they, are they want to make money, or whatever their goals are. I want to think about what they want and pretend that's what I want in my head, and that's how the way I feel. And you have to say it, the way that someone you'd want it to be said to you. You don't want somebody aggressively trying to tell you about it. You want somebody that's going to give you the information you need, and, help you understand and be relatable with them, with those prospects. So, I was just kind of like side, kind of point on when you're talking to prospects, just a lot of people overcomplicate it. It doesn't need to be a 2-hour process of getting somebody started. We did two-on-ones last night. Both of them, the first one was 20 minutes. The girl signed up. Second one was about 35 minutes because she had a little bit more questions. She got started right after. Okay. And obviously, leading by the example, just have a few points in here with, you have to be showing your team what to do by what you're doing, not by what you're saying. As all of us on here, all of you guys are leaders. If you want your team to do something, you got to be out there and doing it. I'm saying, hey, let's go enroll people. I'm out there enrolling people. Okay. And we're out there trying to create success stories with our newest PEQs. Because the thing is, you all as leaders, silvers and above, you get somebody started and you help create them as a success story, that's going to heighten all of your credibility, because they're going to say, wow, Eric really knows how to get, people started the right way. Or wow, Christian, got that guy started and, worked with them, helped them frenzy in their first week. Or, wow, Truls did a great job with, helping relate to my prospect and, got him started. I'm fired up. I'm glad, I'm glad I have Truls there to, help me out. And, I'm glad he's in the field doing the same thing I'm doing. It's inspiring. Okay. It's like, back in like the olden days when there's kings and queens, like the kings always were out in the field as a leader fighting in the war. They weren't just hiding in the back. Like the true kings are out there in the field. So as servant leaders, as all of us on here, we have to be out in the field and doing the basics. We're not just talking about it. We're taking the action, and we're teaching by example and leading by the example. Okay. And our main focus has got to be on frenzy and bronze, frenzy, bronze, frenzy, bronze. So getting people, they get their affiliate pack, get them to frenzy right away, and getting them to bronze right away. You set the pace for your newest people when you get them started by what you say. If you tell somebody, right when they get started, oh yeah, let's shoot for, a couple months to hit bronze, it's like they're going to think that it has to take that long. So you got to just kind of gauge where somebody's at. If they want to move a little bit faster, run with them. Okay, there's some people that you got to run with the runners, jog with the joggers, walk with the walkers, and crawl with the crawlers. Everyone moves at a different speed in the business. So as a leader, you have to identify that. Look at, is somebody, excited right now? Is they just got started? Do they already want to make some calls to invite right away? Are they ready to start making money today? So you have to be able to identify that with the newest people, and not even just your newest PQs, but you have to drive down in your organization, because it's not always the people you enroll that are going to be the heavy hitters in your business. It could be somebody that you enrolled, that comes in, they're excited, they want to take action now, but they don't have somebody that's, grabbing, putting their arm around them saying, let's take it to the top. So you have to look at your organizations, guys, and looking at the newest people coming in left and right. Even if you enrolled them, somebody enrolled them beneath you, whatever the situation is, and plug in and grab those newest people and helping take them at the speed that they want to go at this. Okay. So that's one of the biggest things. I mean, I just got a guy, his name's Seth Zudell. He started 3 days ago. He frenzied last night already. He's already got his 3. He's trying to get 6 by Tuesday. So there's some people that are going to want to run. And, another girl I signed up, about a month ago, her name's Diana, and she's she's just kind of jogging. You know, she's coming to events, she's bringing people here and there, but she's not like on fire, like, you know, burning desire to, you know, go right away. You know, so you just have to identify that with the different people coming into your business. Is, you know, so again, kind of recapping on everything, you know, going back to the basics, maintaining and growing your list continuously, finding and filling people's needs of the prospects and relating to the prospects as best as you can, focusing on that. Leading by the example. You want your team to enroll, you got to go out there and enroll, guys. You know, if you want to grow, all problems will be solved in your business by new enrollments. So if personally enrolling, you know, if your business is growing slow, personally enroll more. If you know, no one's doing anything in your business, personally enroll more. If your business is declining, personally enroll more. That's all you got to do to make it happen. And, you know, then last things, again, enrolling new people, being a servant leader, leading with them at their speed that they're going to go at. If you can't go at their speed, get somebody else that could help go at their speed, and focusing on getting people to frenzy and bronze. We're coming up to that. You know, this is the prime time to build. January through April, you know, and where are you guys going to be at the February 7th event in Stockholm at the kickoff? Are you getting your team there? Have you been promoting to your team? You know, have you talked to your team about the convention in Munich this year, the European convention? Have you talked to your team about making plans for the US convention in Phoenix? You know, these are things you got to be constantly talking about and promoting to your team. Great leaders are great promoters, guys. But, you know, with that, those are just a few of the key points today. You know, I'm excited, you know, this week. If any of you guys need anything, let's get connected. We're going to reconnect on, you know, Uvu, Skype, whatever. If you want me to get on, you know, help with any prospects, let me know. And, you know, let's have a great week, and, you know, lead into this next rank advance period strong with a plan. All right, guys, talk to all of you soon.